Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and in this video I'm going to show you my latest crochet obsession. Now, as many of you know, crocheting and knitting isn't as cheap as everyone thinks, so already, it's a little bit on the sometimes expensive side, but I have started making amigurumi with Bernat Blanket Yarn. This is the first guy I made. I made a video about him. This is Georgie from Mariah Elizabeth's channel, I think, and he is by far the most expensive. But when I bought him or bought his yarn, I had a whole lot of green left, a whole lot of orange left, and because I had bought 2 skeins of yellow, I had a skein and a third left of that. So I thought I would make some more. My kids, of course, love this. That big Georgie guy, and they all were fighting over and wanting their own things. So because I had yellow, I was trying to think about different creatures that I can make that were yellow, and so I came across a bumblebee. Now in doing that, I did have to get some other colors, right? So I went over to my Walmart, and my Walmart had some Bernat Blanket Yarn, same brand, it even said Bernat Blanket Yarn, for $9.99. That is the average price. Now, of course, you can get it on sale. You can get it with coupons. But if you're just going to go to the store, whether you're at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, buying off-brand or name brand, it's going to be $8 or $9 to $10. The one thing I will say, though, that this white that I got at Walmart, I mean, it's extremely soft, but it's a lot floppier than the black. It's not as stiff. So I did notice a little bit of a quality difference or a texture or feeling different when using the white versus the other colors. So the creature that I came up with, I'm trying to find the one that I did first, is I found a pattern for a bee. Yeah, and it went really nice. I didn't pay very close attention to where my seam was when I make this one. And I do think I kind of overstuffed him a little bit. But this is the bee. There's his wings, his little stinger. I added that part. I'll put in the description the pattern that I followed to make this bee, because I did find a free pattern. After making this, Maddie really wanted a bee. So I made another bee. And this one is cuter. It's got a nicer smile. I paid attention to try to put the seam down the bottom. The eyes and the wings are pretty evenly spaced. And then this one I did a little different, where I have his face in the smaller yellow part, and then that's his butt. I'm not sure. Maddie thinks this way is right, and she likes this one better. And I did give them different mouths, as you can see. That one has a nice smiley, and this one's the V. This is what they wanted me to do. The pattern has a V, whereas I did a smiley. My thought is that, and if you've made amigurumi for children, is they'll get their finger or something caught under here, and then they'll pull, and then it'll ruin. Whereas this one, I went over in and out of the stitch. I sewed it. So it's a little lumpy, but from a distance, it looks good. So I don't know which way, if this is the bee's butt, or if that is, but I made one each way. This one I like the best. Maddie likes this one the best. So this one's for Maddie, this one's for Flynn. Now, Jaron did not want a bee. Should have made him one though, because I have plenty here. I have enough to make a full another bee, which I'm still gonna do. Jaron said he wanted a bear. So I thought, can't be that hard. I'm gonna make a bear using the same body, the same shape that I had for this, and just sew on bear parts that look like a bear, right? Okay, so I used the white, and I gave it a little bear tail, and I started with that. But now I have to show you how terrible this bear looks. There he is. In fact, he doesn't look like a bear at all. He just looks like a dog. I don't know. Like, it was supposed to be a panda bear. He's got his little tongue out. I don't know, you guys. It looks terrible. And this is why I don't design patterns. I don't know. The ears wouldn't stay up to save my life. I remember watching a video about how to make bear ears out of like taco. Like you folded the circle over like a taco. I don't know. But anyway, Jared likes it. It's still really soft and smushy and huggable. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like these are kind of like a generic Squishmallow, right? That's what it is, except for they cost more, because you can get a Squishmallow just a little smaller than this for $5 at Five Below, $5.25. And this sucker, I mean the black and the white, were $20. And then the eyes, and then the stuffing. Between these two bees and this dog, I'm gonna put the dog back because he's so terrible looking. Jared loves it though, and that's all that matters, right? I went through 2 bags, full bags of stuffing. Like, don't fall, don't fall. You know, like this big, like one of these big ones. You know what, I can't exactly remember. There's somewhere between the cost of $9 to $15. I used up, somebody gave me one for free. They said, oh, Summer, do you want this? And I'm like, yeah. And then I bought one on sale at Joann's. Not incredibly cheap, but cheaper. So if I'm gonna make another bee, I'm gonna have to buy another bag of stuffing. Now, my one tip that I even followed when making this ugly hound dog over here is one of the things that it always tells you to do is stuff as you go and then finish off. My tip in making any amigurumi, to the best of your ability, don't stuff until, and close it off, until you've sewn on the body parts. For me, it's easier to sew it in and off than to have it all finished and to kind of have to sew it on the sides. I don't know. So that's typically what I've been doing with these things, is I made it all the way. Well, actually on this one, I started at the top. And then when I got down here, I stopped and I sewed on the face, I sewed on the eyes, I sewed on these ears. Then I stuffed it, then I closed it, and then I just sewed this little tail on. This little tail is the same tail that I made for Georgie. I think that's why this clearly looks like a dog. I don't know. I don't know how to save it. Part of me wants to take this off, but then it kind of looks like a weird ghost. Maybe the mouth is too big. Maybe I need to sew something on right down here. But yeah, that is my tip, is to stuff them, or to sew on all the parts and then finish it off, stuff it, and close it off. I think though that after I make this last bee, that will be the end of this obsession, since I'm really going through the polyfill. I even looked to see if I had any old throw pillows down here that I could cut open. It is what it is. But yeah, these have been fun. The link I'll have in the description is to this cute bee pattern. I'm gonna make one more, and then I think I'm gonna be maybe done with the Bernat amigurumis. I am debating making a pumpkin, because I do have one full and one partial orange. But then, I mean, if I make the big ball, I'm still gonna have to do something to bring the ridges in. I don't know, but that is what I've been doing. After this little bit of an obsession, I am gonna go back to knitting some hats. I've got to get some hats finished. The school year's starting, it's August. I probably have like maybe if I'm lucky, 10 hats done. I have 20 kids. I need to order my pom-poms and get cracking on that. Crack-a-lacking on the knitting. Excuse this little disaster down here. For some reason, my body decided to give me acne breakout on my chin, even though I'm in my 40s. I've got more acne on my face right now than my 15-year-old. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have a little bit of a weekend here. I think for me, for school, I've got about 2 more weeks until the school year starts. So the knitting and crocheting might be pushed back a little bit because I have to start getting ready for school. And when I say school year starts, I mean teacher in service. first day of school is until August 22nd. So there will be probably more videos on my second channel, Summer's Tips and Teaching, because I'll be getting my classroom ready. I'll be talking about different games and things and a classroom tour and all that stuff. But I, of course, will still be doing yarny stuff. But there'll probably be a little bit more. So if you miss me and you want to know what's going on, I'll be starting my teaching, and so there'll be more videos there. Just kind of like killing two birds with one stone. Set up my classroom, make a video. Make a little game or activity, make a video. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that is all for this video. I'm making the Amigurumi with Bernat Blanket Yarn. Probably going to make my last bee for now, unless somebody pays me. I know that's terrible. Sometimes I feel bad because making this stuff is almost expensive than if you just bought a stuffy at the store. And so I kind of feel bad about that. But I'm not going to just be doing this regular, like, it was just this little crochet addiction for the summer. All right, you guys, that is all for this video. The description below, I will have some link to Amazon. Amazon is pretty close for the cost of some of these yarns. Sometimes they make you buy two, which was what happened with the school bus yellow. And then, of course, there'll be the link to the free pattern of the bee. That was a success. Don't try to turn that bee into any other animal, or you'll end up with something like this. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for sharing my videos. Please subscribe to Summer's Tips and Teaching. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.